issue of children being held in facilities longer than necessary continues to linger, with some even needing to sleep on office furniture.
Yeah, it's an issue the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services has dealt with for years, with its new director promising to change that by the end of this year.
News Channel 20's Carolina Hassett looked into the numbers to see if anything has changed or if that is still the reality for many children in Illinois.
Yeah, Dawn and Stacey, it's an issue that led to the former DCFS director Mark Smith being held in contempt of court more than a dozen times. Now the current director is following through on her promise to make sure no child is left in a medical facility when they don't need to be. But Charles Goldberg, a lawyer who represents kids in DCFS custody in court, says more needs to be done.
Just imagine the message that sends to children. It tells children that they don't matter and that they're not wanted.
For years, the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services has left children in their care in hospitals beyond medical necessity because there is simply nowhere else to put them, meaning there are no foster families or residential homes with space for them. Cook County Public Guardian Charles Goldberg says in some cases, youth in care have stayed in psychiatric facilities for months after they should have been released.
They're locked inside most of the day. After a certain time, they're given vitamin D supplements due to sun deprivation because they're indoors all day.
But DCFS is making progress in fixing the issue. According to Goldberg, DCFS has added 60 new residential beds since this summer. In past years, the agency only increased the number of beds by 20. However, Goldberg says DCFS still needs around 700 beds at the moment. This year, 122 kids were left in facilities longer than medically necessary, compared to 143 the year prior. Goldberg also says the average age this is happening to is getting younger, with the average child now being just 12 years old. However, the issue doesn't stop here. After receiving medical treatment, some children are put in offices, having to sleep on office furniture. From January through June of this year, that was 342 children's reality, compared to 587 children total the year prior. While the numbers are looking better, Goldberg says the overall issue is still there.
DCFS still has a long way to go. It's going to be a long slog. But for the first time in many years, I have some cautious optimism.
Now, I have been in touch with DCFS and will be following up with Director Heidi Mueller about this issue to see what more needs to be done. I'm Carolina Hassett. Back to you, Stacey.
Thanks, Carolina. Now, Goldberg has been critical of Mark Smith, the former DCFS director, in the past, suing DCFS multiple times over the same issue. Smith was held in contempt of court for not making sure youth in DCFS custody were in adequate housing, and he resigned in October of 2023. Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.